What's up, y'all? It's So, aka Lil So, aka Sophie, slayed by Sophie. Make sure y'all check out my Lash page. I am teaching some master classes, so tap in. What it is, y'all, it's So. We got game-god-goldie, about to teach you some game. Don't hate the player, learn the game, okay? That's what he say. A lot of y'all do be hating, though. I don't know why. You could learn something. Let's talk about how everybody plays games.
Yeah, let's talk about how women play the best games.
Oh, yeah.
How she is nothing like she looks.
What do you mean? That's
What?
not a game, though. That's not a game.
It's not a game.
No.
You're right, it's not.
I can't help how I look.
These guys, they look at women and they think y'all just so innocent.
I don't think men think that.
They do think that.
They do?
Yes, they do.
We are innocent.
See,
I am
that's the
innocent.
she running game right now.
I think I'm innocent. I don't think that there's anything wrong with me.
Ha. Ha.
That's funny.
That's hilarious. You know what? The reason women are such good liars is because they lie to themselves. You actually believe it's nothing wrong with you. So
Yeah.
therefore you're able to sell that to the man.
Yeah.
It's like you would beat a lie detector test because you actually believe it.
Yeah. It's called living in delusion.
I fired her from the podcast,
He
but
did
I
fire me.
rehired her. So
No, he didn't fire me. I quit. But I came back home.
yeah, that's how it happened.
Yeah.
Nah, I fired
I
you.
belong here.
I fired you, but she got her act together, and I'm a gracious king. When you a
Gracious?
king, you got to be a gracious king. You got to
Yeah.
pardon people sometimes. Sometimes some people want to cut heads. I pardon people, so she acting right, so she's welcome back. We'll see how she acts. So give these people some game, on your first episode back.
Hey guys, so some game. I don't know. What kind of game?
All right, this the game that I want you to give them, right?
Okay.
So you're a woman.
I'm a woman.
You have friends.
I have friends.
I'm trying to show these dudes that they would never know
No.
if they woman was a slore or not.
No, you
Your
wouldn't.
woman could have been getting trains ran on her.
Mhm.
Your woman could be selling that thing right now.
Yeah.
She could be on OnlyFans, and you would never know, right?
You wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know, right?
But women are good at dressing things up. Women know how to make things look nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is there a way, if they was really paying attention, to figure it out?
Yeah, you gotta go through her phone.
No, nah. I don't really. I mean,
You gotta see that phone. What's in that phone?
let me tell you my take on it, right?
Okay, what's your take?
This is my take.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if something piqued my antennas, I'm gonna go through the phone. But I would rather not even care to do that.
Okay, so how
See,
would you figure it out?
It's almost irrelevant. You wanna know why?
Why?
If you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you making this woman, and you requiring from this woman, and you getting something from this woman, and she's pouring into your life in a major way, if your life is better because she's in your life, then whatever she doing outside of that, it does matter, but it really don't matter. It only matters in my mind if you're not getting nothing from the woman. If you're not getting nothing from the woman, if you're giving a woman this, if you're doing all this for the woman, she's taking all of this from you. Yeah, she better be loyal. But if she pouring into you, your life is better. Y'all building something. Every day you could say she's making my life better. Then I ain't really tripping off that.
So you don't care if she's a prostitute and she out
I'm
here
not
prostituting herself.
if
As long
she-
as she making your life better, it doesn't matter.
Yes, because I'm a really require. Now, if I'm not requiring nothing, then yeah, you better be faithful and loyal because that's all I got to hold on to. And I feel like that's how these dudes are. Y'all not requiring nothing from these women. And this is what I think. When you make a woman require and she putting in her time, she putting in her work, she putting in her money, she putting in something, she going to be less likely to cheat because she's invested. And if she's invested, she think if she doing all this stuff, if she get caught, she loses that investment. But if a woman ain't got no investment, she'll do whatever.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay, that makes sense.
Listen, everything is like a parable to the game. If a woman is going out paying you every single day, paying you 1,000, 15, every single day, every single night, 3, 4, 5 months, she's going to be so scared to get out of pocket with you because now all that money is down the drain. She get fired and it's like, what? But if you let the woman in your household, she ain't got to do nothing. She ain't got to produce nothing. All she's doing is getting. If she talk to somebody else and get caught, what do it matter? She got everything she wanted. That's why I feel like you have to require from a woman. And if you're not requiring from a woman, then, she ain't invested.
Yeah.
That's how I think.
It should be like that, though.
Women do not want to invest.
They don't.
Because they don't like you like that.
A lot of women just want to exist.
And a lot of women ain't got nothing to give.
No, they don't.
And I used to be in the business of teaching a woman, building a woman, showing her how to get some money.
You're not in that business no more?
I mean, I'll still do it, but I found that it's a losing game because you got to take time, energy, all of this to build a woman up to give to you. You might as well just catch somebody who are already in position and doing what they're doing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Unless she really, really showing she really, really about you.
Yeah.
I feel like most of these women are not doing that.
Yeah, that's how it is. Everybody's just lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Women are lazy.
I feel like there was a time in my life where I just knew that I shouldn't date nobody because it's like, how can I ask for all these things where I can't even do it myself? And I didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I be feeling.
Women
want to require things that she can't even do by herself.
Exactly.
And that she not even getting. These women be acting like, I need this. I need a man to pay for all of this. I need a man to do this, that, and the third. But you ain't got one to do it. So you requiring all. Now, I ain't mad at you, though. I'm not going to tell a woman what she worth. If you can find one person to believe you something, then you that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you're not finding it, though. These women want something that they've never had.
Why do you think they can't have it?
Because they're not likable. They're not lovable. They've never been taught. Back in the day when I was in the game, right, I used to give my women books. They would read books on seduction. They would read books. They would learn. They would go to the burlesque classes, not stripper classes, burlesque classes, right, which is different. It's about this being sensual. It's about women have never been taught that. They don't even know what guys like. That's why these women, they're so overly sexual because they have no game. They don't understand that being sexual and being sensual is two different things. They're not lovable. They're not likable. They've never seen it. They've never seen a loving environment. So therefore, they can't transmit what a man actually likes, what it's going to actually take. And that is game. You know what I was told when I was younger? Hoeing is an art. It's not an act. Right? And when you treat it like an act, you're just trying to be overly sexual. How much can you sell pussy for? A certain amount. How much can you sell that feeling that you can't buy on the shelf? It's infinite. That feeling that somebody give you when they love you, you can't just go to anybody and get that. So therefore, anybody who could give you that feeling, you could put the highest price on it, and they're going to pay. Because everybody is searching for something outside themselves to feel like that. But these women don't even know how to manufacture that.
They don't.
I was taught in the game, you better know how to make a woman fall in love with you. Man, I can make a woman fall in love with me in 2 weeks if I really wanted to. I was taught how to do that. I know how to do that. A woman doesn't even know how to do that.
No.
That's some real game. That's why I was heavy with my game, because I was teaching things that these women never knew. But anyway, in 2 weeks, I could. I could.
Oh,
I
yeah?
wanted to.
How?
They got to pay for that. And it's not just tactical. It's intuitive, right? But I can't get that. They got to pay for that. Oh yeah, and shout out to everybody. I dropped my book last night. I appreciate all the support for everybody. I woke up this morning to my stan.store with a hefty amount, but it's big game in there. I should have charged $100 for the book. It's literally 200 plus pages of straight game. Over the past year, every idea, every piece of game that I could formulate in my mind, you could open it up to any page and get some legendary game. But I appreciate the support. If you ain't got it, go get it right now. GoldieRatio.com.
Golden ratio?
GoldieRatio.com.
Golden ratio? I like that.
Yeah.
How much is your book?
It's $49.99. I'm going to probably jump it up to $99. Damn, there need to be $500 for real, because the game in there would change your life. But that's what I say. It's the book of game, meditations, the game your father should have gave you. It's going to change your life. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. This would have changed the trajectory of your life if you'd have got this game early.
So you everybody's father at this point?
Like a father figure. Like I had, when I came up, I had multiple father figures. I had multiple men older than me, helping me and guiding me. Most people don't have that, so they lost. And they going based on what society say, what women say, and it's fucking their life up. And I see it because I do coaching, and I'm changing lives. People just see me Cash Apps and Apple Pays on a regular basis, like the game that you gave me changed my life. Because it really is. It's life changing. It changed my life. Because you're never going to stumble across this information that I'm giving. Sacred game. You don't understand. Secret society. The game is a secret society. It's only more people kind of know about it now because the internet. But when I came up, it was a secret society. Most people didn't even know it existed. Most of the women that I brought into life, they didn't even know this was real. You know what I'm saying? And then you had to know somebody, to know somebody, to know somebody who liked you enough to even give you the game. You couldn't pay for the game.
There you go.
You know?
Only $49.99 for all that game.
Listen, it'll change their life.
I'm gonna buy the book myself.
You should.
Because I need a daddy. I never grew up with a father figure, so I need a father. I'm gonna buy the book.
I'm gonna give you the game. The game is universal. The same game that I give to a man, a woman could take, and it works on a woman. I just give it to the man because men need it. Women have natural game, right? So but women use their game for evil. Men need the game for defense, so they don't get taken advantage of.
So women use the game as a weapon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've seen it. I done
that.
taught some women some game, and I legit feel bad for any man. Women that used to be with me, I legit feel bad for any man that they run across because I know they're ill prepared. It's damn near impossible. They have no chance. So that's why I be careful who I give the game to when it comes to a woman because they don't use it right. They don't use it. They're not righteous with the game.
But men are. So men are righteous with the game, but not women.
I'm not going to say men are righteous with the game, but most men aren't looking to try to get over. They're looking to defend.
Don't think so?
No.
Okay.
You tell me, you think most men are trying to get over? Okay,
In
if a man is trying to get over, oh, he's trying to get some sex. If a woman's trying to get over, she's trying to get money. She's trying to take half of everything you own. She's trying to get a baby from you. What's worse? A dude trying to get over most of the time, he just trying to get some pussy.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah, it ain't the same. It ain't that bad.
That's true.
All right, you got some questions for me? Ask me something.
Have you ever got some game from a woman growing up? You say you had a lot of male figures in your life giving you game, but have you ever had a woman come and give you some game?
I think somebody asked me this question before. Any game that I got plenty of game from a woman, but it wasn't what she told me. It's what I observed. Most of the game that I talk about is from observation because I done dealt with so many women. So I recognize different characteristics and categorize them. But they never like, oh, here's some game. Because you can't listen to what a woman say because she don't even know how things work. She might think she knows something, but she don't really know. She's telling from her perspective. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I guess when I first got in the game, I was working at Skechers. And I caught me a little broad, got my first trap, and probably like $500, but I was only making like $500 a week. So I said, shit, I'm gone, you know? And we got on the road. You know what? And this is some game she didn't give me, but I observed. So I got with her. Now she was all on me. You know, we out here, we get money. And she was telling me these stories about the last dude she with was beating her ass in the tub. I'm like, damn, what? Oh, my. I would never. 3-4 weeks into being with her, I'm thinking to myself like, oh, I see why somebody would do that to you.
Oh my God,
So that was some game that I learned that whatever a woman is going through, she brought it on herself. You cannot look at a woman and be like, oh, she's in this terrible situation. Almost every time I've met a woman in a terrible situation, you realize that she was probably the problem or she was there for a reason. So that was some game that I learned. I stopped having sympathy for women coming to me with a sob story about their last nigga. I realized if you were in that situation, it's something you're not telling me. You only telling me your side. So that was some game that she didn't.
You don't think that most people bring things upon themselves?
Everybody.
Even men?
Yeah, they do. That's why I say, if you find wherever you find somebody's where they supposed to be. That's why I don't try to save nobody, because you're going to drag me down. You're supposed to be there. And I really feel like in life, you got to go through certain things, and you have to learn from that. Wherever you at, that situation is indispensable for your growth in life. And if I try to save you from that situation, the karma that you were supposed to get, I'm going to get. And I've ruined a lot of lives by helping people that I shouldn't have. I will help somebody help themselves, but I'm not going to help them out their situation because you need that situation. The reason I am who I am is because nobody helped me. And it was people that was right next to me who was getting help. And I see where they at now. It's only because nobody helped me, so I had to figure it out myself. And that was the biggest gift. So now I don't rob people from that. I will help you help yourself in whatever way I can, but I'm not going to do for you, because then I'm robbing you of the experience that's going to make you better.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to hit the bottom.
A lot of people that's hovering right before rock bottom, and sometimes it's like, just hit rock bottom. Once you hit rock bottom and it's like, I can't stand this anymore, this is so terrible, then your life gonna go up. You know, have that DUI happen, you know, have that terrible situation happen, and then you gonna get serious about your life. But most people, they just right before rock bottom. And I don't want to be that person stopping somebody's life from being at rock bottom, because that's gonna change your life. My worst situations in life, when I went broke, when I was almost going to prison, all of those things had me get serious about my life, focus, cut everything out, and that's what made me. You know, so you can't run from it, or you can't help nobody out from it.
You gotta hate your life enough to change it.
I tell people that it's two ways, right? That you change your life. You got to have a burning desire for more, right? But most people don't have that. So
Or you gotta hate your life.
You gotta hate
so
your
much.
life. Yeah, or you use a combination of both. Most people don't got that though. Most people don't got that. But Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, he said that you gotta have a burning desire. I've been having a burning desire to get rich since I was 12. I had a vision board when I was like 13 years old. When the movie The Secret first came out, my mom was into that. And, you know, I was so young, I just took it at face value. People tell me now, like, I remember coming to your room when you was 16 years old, thinking you was crazy. I had like a rugs of $1 million rug on my wall. I had a vision board. Yeah. This was back before anybody was even doing that. You know what I'm saying? But I really had a burning desire to get rich at a young age. And I just manifested everything I wanted because I wanted it so bad. I jumped out of a city where I had a place to live to be homeless in my car because I was like, I'm going to the big city to get rich. People don't have that burning desire. If you don't have a burning desire, you're not going to get up and do nothing. Or you got to hate where you at bad enough. You got to know that you bigger than where you at. Even right now, I wake up like, I ain't doing shit. I be looking over there at them $30, $40 million match. I be like, I got to get my life together. Like, I literally be like, I have to get my life together.
Exactly. But see, people don't understand, like, it takes time, too. You've been manifesting that for yourself since you were 12 years old.
But I ain't going to lie. Yeah, but I could have done it way quicker. Yeah. When I started to get, I wasted like 10 years of my life.
You didn't waste it, though. You needed those 10 years.
I don't think so, though. Like, it worked out. Maybe it was just God gave destiny. This was my path.
How are you supposed to learn everything and know where you wanted to be?
You know, I hear you, but I understand I could have learned all of these things.
I mean, everybody could have learned everything sooner. Everybody says that.
Yeah.
If I knew what I knew now 10 years ago, I would have been rich when
this and that. If I never jumped out into the streets and just went straight into business, I'd have probably like went into private equity. Yeah. You know what private equity is? So, okay, they get together money and they buy failing businesses and they find a way to extract from a business going bankrupt. They'll find a way to make $4-5 billion out of that business by cutting costs, cutting employees, doing like things with the numbers. To me, that's real game.
Like flipping businesses.
Yeah, but it's like I could meet a bitch, right? And niggas would be like, oh, man, that bitch ain't got no value. I'll take that same bitch, do this, do that, and be making millions with her. Same thing they do with businesses. So what I'm saying is I could have got the same game if I'd have did real business and did that. I would have rather did that, you know? So I feel like I wasted my time, but whatever it is, what it is, it worked out.
It worked out, though.
But what I'm saying is I could have did it faster. Mentors, I just had a bunch of street mentors. If I'd have got business mentors at the time, I would have been doing business way sooner. I'd have been where I wanted to be sooner. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. But a lot of people that start in the streets, they have that entrepreneur mindset. Yeah,
you know, and one thing about being in the streets is you realize that in business, nothing could faze you because every single day you don't realize you living under stress and something, every single day is something happening, terrible, jail, somebody get robbed, this, that, and the third. And then that becomes so normal to you. When you get into business, it's like
the same thing.
You want to know, you get into business, you be like, there's really nothing that can faze me because I'm not finna go to prison. The worst thing that can happen is I lose my money, you know, and if the threat of dying ain't there, if the threat of going to prison ain't there, it's really like, what could faze me? You niggas getting fazed because your bitch left you. Yeah, right. Like, what? You know, compared to the things that I used to go through, it's one thing when a woman leave you. Now, imagine a woman leave you, and that's a $30K a month bitch. Yeah, that really hurt. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know.
That would hurt my heart. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna lie.
no,
I'm
that's
have
a
to,
that's a feeling. That's a
I'm gonna have to
listen,
get that bitch back.
man. Hey, listen, you ain't never came back to the hotel room with food, babe. I'm back, and you see them empty hangers swinging, clothes gone, clothes gone.
That's happened to you.
Oh, many times. See, that's what I'm saying. You be in a game. You have
But how do
100.
you even trust
When
a
you
woman
have,
like to stick it out with you?
you don't.
Like,
The saying in the game is they come leaving. They coming through the front door looking for a way out the back door. So when you have that understanding, every day count. I ain't looking for tomorrow. It's another saying in the game, right? She don't pay you once, she pay you every day. And you don't know if she gonna pay you tomorrow. Until you get that trap tomorrow, which is we call money, until you get that trap tomorrow, you don't know if she's staying. So you have this indifference about it, and it's like, well, shit, I'm gonna get the most today. I'm gonna do the most today, and you don't worry about tomorrow. And that's most people in this life. They so worried about tomorrow. Now you better enjoy today because you don't know about tomorrow. And when the 100th woman leaves you, you expect them to go. So if they stay, it's like a benefit. So my mindset is different.
that's why most women go crazy and overthink. Cause women, we think too much, too far out in the future. Feel like men are better at business and things like that because they thinking about today. Like,
Yeah.
what can I do today? Yeah. How can I get some money today?
Yeah, women are just. It's a whole time. Hold on, we got a super chat. What steps would you take if you were down to your last dollars and needed money legally? If I was down to my last dollars, I would just go back to the basics, go back to the blueprint. I would wake up every day early, do my affirmations. I would go to the gym to get in that peak performance, high frequency state so I could see solutions to my life. I would read a couple pages of a good book that put me in the right mind space. Then I would make a blueprint for my day aligned with my goals, whatever it is that I'm trying to do. And I would block out 4-5 hours every single day to work on that thing with no distractions. I've been broke many times, and I go back to my blueprint, and I be having money in 2-3 months, just going back to the basics. Just cut everything out that you ain't supposed to be doing and just focus on everything that you're supposed to be doing. You could come up really quickly when you're doing all the right things. Most people are just spending their life in so many different areas. What you think?
I think it's good when you just start from zero. You can start from scratch. Yeah. I feel like that's actually better. There's some people that, like you said, they're like right in the middle.
Yeah.
And they stay stagnant, like
Yeah.
right there. At least when you rock bottom, like that's your last, like you can figure it out.
Yeah, I know
you
a lot
can
of
get
people
a job
who
down
don't.
the street.
I know a lot of people who don't went to prison, and they way more successful now than they was before, and they would have never been this successful had they not had to sit down and figure this shit out.
Figure it out from zero.
What's the best way to bounce back from hitting rock bottom? Man, I just told you, man, start with the basics first, man. It's a removal process. You got to cut out all the vices first. When you cut out all the vices and all them back steps, then you naturally elevate the baseline. And once you get the baseline, then you start adding other things. For me, though, the most important thing for me is my mindset. If I'm working out every day, staying in that high frequency state, if I'm reading positive things every day, that's number one for me. And then you just got to block out a time every single day to focus on whatever area you're trying to get successful in. Over time, 2, 3, 4 hours a day of focused, consistent work over a month's time will have you change your life in any area. I heard on a live stream the whole discussion of going 50-50 is only urban community and due to a lack of fathers in their household. Well, I'll say this about him, right? And this is his words, right? He says, never listen to somebody who you wouldn't trade places with. And I don't think any of us would trade places with him and how he does his relationships, because all he does is pay women to be around him. All he does is he'll pay a woman that ain't even with him no more. You know what I'm saying? So listen to who you want to listen to, but look at his relationships. Look at how the quality of his relationships. Do you want to listen to him about relationships? And if you do, that's fine. But I don't want to. I would never want to be in his shoes with his relationships.
Who we talking about?
I don't want to say his name on here.
A lot of people live in a fake life anyways online, so it's sad a lot of people don't have like people close to them that they can watch directly.
No, I wouldn't say he would live in a fake life, but it's like just because you're successful in business doesn't mean you should be giving advice in relationships when your relationships have a track record of not being good. You get what I'm saying? So it's like somebody successful in business, got a whole bunch of money in business. They giving advice in a whole bunch of other areas that they're not successful in. I'll listen to that man about business, but I'm not gonna listen to that man about relationships. Just because you driving, just because you got multi-million-dollar don't mean you know what you talking about when it comes to women. Man, I be having people over here all the time, and to me, I'm like, you getting taken advantage of in all these ways and don't even see it. That's a key right there. Listen to your mentors about what they're successful in. Just because they're successful in one area does not mean you should listen to them in all other areas, because they're not proven to be successful in those areas.
That's very true.
Happened there from Miami, Slough, Girl, got all the work. Which 2 books will you say are your personal favorites? Get Chose with Your Mouth Closed isn't a book, it's a guide, but that's a great one. The new one I just dropped is a great one. And, even my manhood one is good. I mean, ain't nothing you can go wrong. And get my Millionaire Blueprint, man. That's probably one of the most important things I got that you can buy. I've been dating this girl for 6 months and she forgets my birthday. Should I leave her? I mean, that is major, but you got to tell me a lot of other things that she's been doing wrong.
I don't remember people's birthdays, so
You got to give me more. Like, what is she doing? What is she not doing?
I would probably forget your birthday. Not you, but well, yeah, maybe. I don't remember your birthday. I know it's in November, but that's it. I don't know the date.
You don't know the date?
Is it the 16th? Is it the 12th?
Don't tell these people my birthday on here.
Why?
Cause we online, these weirdos, they'll fuck around, look me up, all type of shit.
With your birthday?
Yes. It's one thing they find you, but then they gotta put you on. I got a common name. You just told them we gonna have to. We can't even post this now.
Why?
Cause somebody gonna go on there and look me
name.
up. They you be surprised. People know my name.
Oh my God.
I can't have you on here anymore. You just
Why?
they finna go look all my shit up.
No, they're not.
It's people on here that be making videos on me every day. Yes.
Like talking bad about you?
Yes.
Why would they
Dr.
do that?
Dre's Mobile Mechanics. Appreciate you. $100, man. Appreciate Dr. Dre Mobile Mechanics. If you wherever he at, go to his mobile mechanics. Man, where you at? Said given to the church for the sunglasses game. Did you get the sunglasses game? Let me know. Cause I'm gonna give it to you, man. I got that game when I was coming up. About why you need to wear glasses and cover your eyes. It goes deep. Goes deep. I think I just be wearing glasses for no reason. No, it's a method behind my madness. I got your book of game. What was your favorite piece of game or quotes you wanted readers to take away from that? Man, it's so many. It depends. Whatever speak to you. Why should I rent an apartment and buy a house? I'm not going to go into that. That's hilarious. Somebody said, ask her, would she date King 6'8" the Great? That is hilarious.
That's actually hilarious. No.
No, you wouldn't?
No, I would not.
Didn't you go on a date with him before? Didn't you go on a date with him before?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
So he said, would you date him? And you went on a date with him.
I went on one date that's not dating him.
Okay.
And it ended right there where it started.
Okay. I know you've mentioned, Chris, 1999. I know you've mentioned in the past to only mess with the women that love your dirty drawers. Would you approach a woman like that or let them approach you? Man, that's why you got to get chose with your mouth closed, God. Listen, it's not so much about the woman coming up to me, even though those are my best relationships. It's about you just looking for who's looking for you. So even if I'm saying something to a woman, it's just enough to show her, check me out. I'm interested. Do you like me? Right? So I'm still getting chose. I just don't know if she saw me. And if she didn't see me, here I am. Do you like me? Yes or no? And that's it. So, I mean, okay, yeah, you want to go up to a woman, go up to a woman. I ain't saying you don't go up to a woman, don't say hello. But it ain't because you trying to get her. It's you trying to see if that's your woman. I'll run through 100 women. Hey, are you my woman? Are you my woman? Are you my woman? And it don't take but 2 minutes to figure that out, And if it take you longer than that, you're going to get charged for guessing that shit, right? So just, Say hello. See if she looking at you with a twinkle in her eyes. She's smiling. Is she going for your little corny jokes or not? You know, and that's it. And figure out if she like you or not. If she choosing, she choosing. If she not, she not. What you think about that?
I think it's that simple.
All right, because what y'all don't understand is you can't make a woman like. I mean, you can, but you should not try to. She either gonna like you or she not. And why would you want to be the dude who got to convince her to like you when it's a dude out there who ain't got to convince her? I don't want to. I want to be the dude that she see me, and in her mind she was like, "Oh damn, that man fine. I've been waiting for him to talk to me." Or you talking to her trying to convince her, and you might catch her, but in the back of her mind, it was another nigga. She was like, "I wanted him to talk to me." That's just how I feel about it. Do you think you are the guy with the best game in the world? Hell no. You know, I got mentors, I got uncles, I got like they've been in the game 30 plus years. They've mastered women on a level that's unfathomable. So hell no, I ain't got the best game in the world. I'm just one of the few in the game who have access to these individuals to get online and make this shit palatable to the squares. Because most of the dudes who get online from the game, they talking a whole bunch of pimp shit. It's going over everybody's head. I'm taking the game from the game and I'm making it digestible to the square so you guys understand it. So I'm probably one of the first to ever do it like that. I started thinking Grow Rich, and it's only point I appreciate the game. For sure. Ask her, would she give a man her whole check?
No. I would not give a man my whole check.
But see, and this is why you don't ask women anything, because what a woman say and what a woman gonna do is two different things. Because a woman care what it sound like. Because right now it sounds crazy that I give a man her whole check, but a lot of things, but it's a lot of things that sound crazy to her that she's acquiesced to. So that's why you don't ask a woman what they want. You do what you're supposed to do, so she wants to do it. And
Exactly.
in the right situation, a person will do anything. It's a book by B.F. Skinner, a psychologist, right? He said, like, they say you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And his entire thesis is, if I starve that horse, dehydrate that horse, walk that horse 100 miles, I can make it drink. So the conditions just have to be right for anything. And if you curate the proper conditions, anybody will do anything. His whole thesis is that human beings do not have free will. We just don't understand the conditions that we've been put on from society to make us do what we're doing. We think it's free will, but it's just the most obvious thing to do based on our conditions. Mm-hmm. I'm talking over you guys' head. B.F. Skinner, read it, get some good game out of it.
Exactly. I said exactly. Sound crazy.
Listen, and that's big game right there. It's not about what it is, it's about what it sounds like to a woman. Because women are so more socially programmed than men, right? For whatever reason, it could just be societal, or less lack of testosterone. Women are more easily controllable, so therefore they're more stuck into the constraints of the construct of society. So they care a lot about what people think and what it sounds like. So therefore, you just gotta make that shit sound good. It ain't about what it is. It's about what it sounds like. Like a woman deep down inside, it's like, well, make me feel good about it. Like sometimes you can't just tell a woman to pay you. You got to make it under the guise of something else, even though the result is the same. Just make her feel good about it. Make her feel good about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You get it?
Yeah.
See, you understand?
I get it.
Women are very easy.
Yeah. You just women don't want to look crazy, sound crazy.
Yeah, that's why you dudes out here
feel like you treating her bad. If you make it sound good,
you niggas have no game. You be like, bitch, where the money? Like, come on, man. You supposed to be like, listen, baby, listen, we gonna do this, we gonna do this, we gonna go to the moon, baby. You a superstar. We superstar. You got to make it sound good. Yeah. Now you don't have to. It's a woman who gonna go for it just like that. But you catch more flies with honey. Ain't that what the saying is? Mm-hmm. Exactly. A woman would rather you tell her something than actually do it. A woman would rather you say something nice and not do it than do something real and not say it. If you get what I'm saying. True. Doesn't matter what she says. I know it's true for sure. A woman would rather have you tell her that you love her than actually perform the acts of love. You could perform the acts of love and care all day, but if you don't say you love her, she gonna feel away. So therefore, it's like, well, shit, I'm going to just tell you that I love you and I ain't going to do nothing to ask. And she'll accept that.
Why does it have to be one or the other? Why you can't just do both?
That I ain't saying you can't do both. What I'm saying is a rational person would say, he shows me he loves me. He shows me he cares about me. He's considerate towards me. That should be enough for me. But a woman will say, he could do all those things, but if he don't tell me he love me, then I don't feel it. So then the man will say, well, guess what? I'll just tell her that I love her, and I ain't got to do none of that other stuff.
I wouldn't believe it unless you showed me.
She'll say, women will say anything, you know?
Oh, now women will say anything.
Women will say anything.
I'm not just saying anything.
Yeah.
I mean that.
That's what you think. You think that's what you mean.
I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
I'm saying what I know about myself.
All right.
If a man tell me he love me and he not showing me, then I'm not going to believe he loves me. If he's showing me and he not telling me, I'm going to know. I'm going to be like, he do little things that show me he love me. I'm going to still ask, though. And I'm going to ask because I want to know. I want to hear him say it.
There is also a slight language barrier, but I don't know how to feel about her forgetting the birthday. Is it worth leaving or let it slide this time? Man, it's too many. Man, you need to book a call. It's way too many factors involved in that case. Oh, I'm going to leave her because she forgot my birthday. Well, how does she treat me every day? See, even caring about your birthday, I feel like is a feminine trait. Hey, man, I don't give a fuck. Motherfucker ain't got to tell me happy birthday, Merry Christmas, Happy Father's Day. None of that shit, man. I'm not built in this construct. I'm not built in this construct. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's my birthday. I'm going to feel great regardless. I feel great every day. I don't even care about my birthday because every day I'm going to buy myself something. Any day I want to, I'm going to take a trip. I don't have certain days that society told me it's supposed to be important. Every day of my life is important. Motherfucker ain't got to tell me happy birthday, and I'll still be friends with them. I don't care. Are they a good friend to me every other day? Well, shit, I don't care if they forget about my birthday. It's not for them to make me feel good. I make myself feel good. Motherfucker ain't got to tell me Happy Father's Day. I appreciate it, but regardless if you tell me or not, I feel like I'm a good father, and you telling me or not don't make no difference. I don't put extras on days, even like Mother's Day. Man, I do for my mama every day. I'll give my mom money on a regular. I show my mom I love her regularly. So I ain't putting too much on no one day that the society told me I got to do it, because y'all just too wrapped up in shit that was told to you. If nobody told you these things was important, would you care? Man, and I also heard a thing, man, you shouldn't even count your birthdays. You shouldn't even count your birthdays. You only get older because you counting them. If didn't nobody tell you what day it was, man, you probably feel younger than you are. You only feeling old because the consciousness of you making yourself get old by counting your birthdays. Don't even count them motherfuckers no more. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, is she caring on a regular basis? If she truly forgot but truly care about you, if you told her she forgot, would she be like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, and would she make up for it? Then that's where you give her credit. And if not, then, you know, if you was dating Goldie, would you think you the prize over him? All right, now listen, huh? Let's see what you got to say, huh? What you got to say? Don't say the wrong thing now.
No, you know what's crazy? I don't think any person is the prize. I think it's about the connection you have with the person. That's the prize. Like the type of relationship that we have. That's the prize to me. Because anybody could just hang out and it's like, okay, but how do we feel when we're with each other?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the ultimate prize. You don't get that with everybody. You don't feel good with everybody. You don't want to be around somebody all the time.
So what you saying? You feel good with me?
I do.
That ain't good enough. You only feel good, just good. That's it, good.
I feel great.
You feel great?
Yeah. I like being around you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I ain't got to take you out to I wouldn't have to take you out to no nice restaurant.
No.
Every day.
No.
So we could just go for a walk in the park.
Yeah.
That'd be enough for you.
I love that, actually.
You see that right there?
We took a walk the other day.
We did.
And I loved it so much.
See that?
It was so beautiful outside.
Get you a woman that you can just do regular stuff with. Because when you can't just do regular stuff, you know what a woman is saying? That I don't want to be with you. I don't like you enough to just do regular stuff with you. I need all of these extracurricular things to make it good enough to be with you.
Yeah. But you can't just do stuff like that with anybody. Got to be somebody you like.
So how do you like somebody? How does a man get you to like them?
Me?
Yeah. She don't even know, but I want to hear what she thinks.
See, now I don't even want to say it because
You can go.
I don't even know.
You don't know. You don't know.
I don't.
You know what it is, right?
I don't know.
You don't know. It's like whatever your physiology, whatever in your mind, it's certain people that you just gonna like for whatever reason.
Yeah.
You don't even know it. It's you just, so it's like trying to be what a woman likes. First of all, you're trying to be something that you're not because you're trying to be something rather than being yourself.
Just be you.
It's better to just be yourself.
Be yourself.
Than a woman gonna like that, and then you ain't gotta try. That's why these dudes is tired, you exhausted, because you don't realize you putting up a front all day, every day, trying to be something. That's exhausting.
It's not real.
I know niggas right now in the game, you know, they this whole person that they not, and I be like, man, that's too exhausting. That's why I always, when I was in the game, like, bitches knew, like, he mean, he this, he that, because I'm gonna just be me. I'm not finna put on this whole show.
I like what's real, so if you, I respect it. I like it.
Now, I know how to be likable. I know how to be what a woman likes. It's not hard. So if you're in a position in life where you're trying to get something out of a situation, of course, do what you got to do. But long term, you would rather be in a situation where you could just be you.
I get it.
Don't you think women are easy?
I think women are so easy. We all like the same
It's
shit.
A, B, C,
like
1, 2, 3,
women,
kindergarten shit.
The society thing.
Man.
We all like the same stuff. We all like our nails, hair, makeup.
Oh, my goodness.
We all like materialistic
Too easy.
things.
It's too
so
easy.
Like when men be like, I don't know what to get her. I don't know what to do. Women like,
get a woman some flowers. What do she like? Surprise her with something here and there. Kiss on her.
I feel like men
know.
are harder to like. What do I get him? What do I do to keep him? What do I do to have him around?
I'm hard.
Oh,
but the average man ain't hard.
What do you like? What does a woman have to do to keep you
First
around?
of all, she got to like me a lot. Can't tell me no. Can't be a problem. Can't be talking back. What else? I like a woman who shows me a lot of affection. I like that because it let me know she really like me. And I know that women don't like doing that if they don't like a man. It's hard for a woman to fake affection. Now, I know some women who can, but it's very few women with big game like that in the world. Plus, I like it. I like a softness of a woman. I like a woman on me. I like women rubbing me, you know. So a woman just got to really like me. She got to really want to do stuff with me. She got to want to build with me. She got to want to listen to me. And a woman, my best women, are women that can sit with me and just listen to me pop my game all day. You know, if I'm just talking about a book I read or I'm just telling her something about business, if she could let me talk, that's the key to my heart. Even if she don't care, if she acting like she into it, that's how she gonna catch me. And a woman who spends some money, if I ain't got to tell a woman to pay for something, like those things right there, that's gonna catch me.
So you're easy.
No, because women are selfish, so it's hard. Women are selfish, so it's hard.
I mean, if she doesn't like you, yeah.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? So if a woman, that's why I say, if a woman likes me, then it's gonna be easy.
Because I feel like women are pleasers. They want to please you. They want to take care of you. They want to make sure you feel good, you know?
They do. And that's why I have a lot of women on my show, and they say the same thing. They talk all this big game, then they talk about, yeah, but it was a dude that I was paying for everything. He was living with me, woo-woo. I say, yeah, so it's for the man that you like, you'll do whatever. I say it all the time, women just do not find men that they like that often.
They don't.
They just find dudes that they'll deal with.
They don't. I know I don't.
What is the best ways to upgrade your game besides learning from you? Building yourself. Like, you know, you ain't got to have no game. You build yourself up, mind, body, and soul, and you a catch. Guess what? You going to be a catch. Woman going to like you. When a woman like you don't need no game because she going to do everything you want and nothing you don't. You know, if you become the prize. But learning from me, I mean, that's probably the best way to go.
Let's see, what's some other questions?
He said, that's true. It's a bunch of niggas trying to be the next man, and that's the problem.
That is.
Yeah. I'm an individual. I'm different. I don't think it's anybody in this world like me, and I like it like that. That's why I do the opposite of what everybody else do. So a woman got to really like me to deal with me. I'm not easy to deal with. Yeah. Yeah, you think I'm easy to deal with?
No.
Yeah, you know.
I don't think I'm easy to deal with either, though. Do you think I'm easy to deal with?
You're different to deal with.
Why you say that?
You just different to deal with.
I'm different to deal with.
You different to deal with.
What does that mean? I've never heard of that.
Means you different to deal with. Cause you got this duality to you. You got this one side that's so nice and soft and sweet, then you got this other side because you a little off right here, right? But it just take a little bit of time with you, and then you gonna be the most, you know, you gonna be the most loyal, the most dedicated, the best.
Yeah.
If you act right, yeah.
Yeah.
Flacco, the Bachelor, 1999. Appreciate it. Shout out to Goldie. My bachelor lifestyle went up 10 levels listening to you on a regular. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you. Listen. Like, I hear everybody. I'm watching videos, just scrolling on my timeline. I'm like, these niggas is stealing my stuff. These niggas are stealing my stuff. These celebrities are stealing my stuff. Niggas ain't never been talking about what I've been talking about ever in life. Now they just saying it just so matter-of-factly like niggas been talking like me. I ain't mad at it because I know, you know, I'm changing the world. I'm doing God's work. But at the end of the day, y'all can't act like the shit that I'm telling you ain't life-changing. I get messages every day. This is life-changing game because y'all was stuck in this box of society thinking about it one way, you know? I got niggas leaving a girl, getting chose now, getting things, you know? Nobody was talking like this before. So when you hear somebody pop in my game, y'all just let it be known. Like, y'all know where you got it from.
What do you do with people that, like, men that be hating on you and talking about you? How you feel
Niggas
about
ain't,
that?
I mean, I don't feel no type of way because ain't no nigga ever said that to me in person. Niggas just say all they want to say. But if you ain't going to say it to me, you might as well not say it because I don't hear it. Right? I be outside every day. Nigga ain't never not one time. I ain't saying it can't happen. I ain't saying I'm the toughest in the world, but I'm just saying I ain't never been outside nowhere and a nigga came up to me and said nothing but try to shake my hand. You know? What you gonna say? If niggas ain't hating on you, you ain't doing something right. I measure my success based on, you know, comments of hate. The more motherfuckers get mad at what I'm saying, the more I say, okay, this shit is gonna work. Cause you can't say everything everybody like to say.
Have you had dudes, like, tell the women that you with, like, oh, why you fucking with him? Talking down on you to the women that you be around?
Not that I know of, but I'm sure it's happened. I got friends that'll be like, I was somewhere, nigga over here trying to say something about you. I'm like, hold on, nigga, you don't even know. I'm like, to me, personally, I feel like, you know, that's female behavior. Cause only thing I'm saying is I'm saying my experience. I'm saying the game that I feel. If you don't agree with it, you don't agree with it. I'm not going to talk down on somebody who's saying the opposite thing. It's dudes out here, man, you got to pay for a woman this. If you ain't paying 100%, you a sucker. I don't be like, oh, that nigga's a new. No, I just be like, that's how you feel if that work in this household. I was taught, see, this is some manhood shit. I came up around real men. You know what I was taught when it come to men? You want to know what I was taught?
What?
That what another man does in his household is his business. And the women and the people in his household that subscribe to that, that's what he got going on. My uncle used to say, keep your eyes on your own paper. What that man doing in his kingdom is whatever he wants. And he's not wrong because that's his kingdom. So if you have a kingdom, it's your doctrine. Who am I in my kingdom to say he doing something wrong over there? Unless I'm trying to go to war with him and pillage his kingdom, whatever he do and whatever they accept over there is what they accept. That's man shit. All these dudes out here talking about this podcast and that podcast and this, that's not man shit. Man shit is, that's how he feeling as a man. He got a right to feel like that. As right as I think I am is as right as he feel like he am. Who am I to say he's not right? This is how I'm living. That's how he living. So I just feel like it's lack of manhood. It's feminine behavior to be hating and gossiping on another nigga who ain't even talking about what you doing. They need to get my courses. They need to get my manhood book so they recognize that that's not how manhood is. See, and when I was coming up, it was big on manhood. You know what I'm saying? My uncle would say, and it would hurt me to the soul, make me want to cry when I was young. He said, that's very unmanly, son. And that would hurt me more than anything.
Yeah.
You know, to not be a man. Not about no money. It was all about being a man. These dudes ain't got that lesson coming up because they was raised by their mother. So, You know, I expect it.
I think they're jealous.
I mean, you know, maybe they are, maybe they aren't. I don't know. I mean, you can't duplicate this. These niggas say all the shit that I say every day, but Jay, you can't duplicate something because you not this. I come up with this shit off the top of the dome every day, something new, just, you know, going viral because you can't find this nowhere else. You can't duplicate it, even if you say word for word what I'm saying, because you really not like this. You really don't live like I've lived. I've been living like this for over 15 years. Really for real. Really for real. Y'all don't know. You think me, they think I just be playing. They think I just be popping it. They think I'm just talking.
He not just talking.
They think I'm just talking. How many dudes have came up to you saying something about me? How about that?
See, that's why I was asking you that, because some people have said things to me about
Yeah, what they
you.
say? What they say?
And it's like people that I looked at, I'm like, you hating.
What they say?
It was like some jealous. I had like people call me and be like, why you fucking with him? I'm like, why do you give a fuck what I'm doing?
My thing is this. What can you really say about me though? I don't get it. I don't understand what a man could say about me
I think
when
it's
all
just
I can do is get online and pop some game that works for me. How can you hate on that? How can you hate on me being online, popping the game that I feel like popping, doing my content, trying to save men lives?
I think it's just they jealous. It was given that, and like I'm like, why do you care? It's like people that I don't even talk to like that. It's like, why do you care?
If they ain't hating on you, ain't doing nothing right though.
Yeah.
Cause you ain't being noticed, and you got to be noticed. She low key sneaky. Her vibes tell it all. She can't be trusted.
Yeah, don't trust me.
Why would a woman choose a 40-year-old trick that a real stand-up he? Because he easy. A woman want what's easy. Even though what's easy ain't gonna make her great. You know? It's like in life, you choose the easy thing, it ain't gonna give you the best path, but women don't think that far. So they gonna choose the easy thing and live a quiet life of desperation rather than choosing what's hard. It's gonna somebody who gonna make her stand up to some stuff. Somebody who gonna make her be required, hold her to some standards, build her up, make her require some things. It's just harder. Chris, $9.99. Where can I get your digital product blueprint? By the way, if you don't mind sharing the estimate of someone can potentially make if they follow your blueprint, you'll make $1 million in a year. Follow that blueprint every single day for a year, you'll make $1 million. If you can't, shit, I damn near give you $1 million. Don't quote me though, because y'all might try to sue me later. So, but for real, you look at all, listen, there's so many people who tell me like that shit changed their life. It's legit. I should charge $1,000 for that. Valen Collins, $10. Do you got a question? You gonna make as much as you think you can make, Chris. Yeah. Northern California representative. Learning how to romance. I need this to lock in this broad. Any advice? Get my Game God Mentality program. It's all about the romance in there. You know, when I was coming up, my uncle told me, say, you little niggas don't know nothing about no romance, right? It's a lost art. That shit will do more than any amount of money you'll do to a woman if you do it right. If I feel the girl for 10 plus years, but I'm feeling like she's been holding me back, how much more time should I give it before I have to leave? She treats me okay, but I feel like I deserve more. You should leave now. Most of you dudes is being held back by your woman. It just is what it is. If she's not contributing, if she's not helping you with your life, I mean, she's just sitting there. So it's a dead weight. If she wasn't there, you'd probably be doing more. It is what it is. It's probably 85% of men because y'all never knew how to pick a woman. You don't know how to require from a woman. You don't know how to put a woman in your program to make sure she's benefiting both of y'all. So therefore, yeah, you was taught by society to have a woman that just sit there and do nothing. So therefore, it's always going to be a drag. It ain't about what she doing wrong. It's about what she doing right. You know what I'm saying? Like, she might not be doing nothing wrong, but that's a poor man's mindset. See, a woman don't say, oh, he ain't doing nothing wrong. She's like, what is he doing though? What's that song? Janet Jackson, what has he done for me lately? Right? It ain't about what she not doing wrong. It's about what she doing right. You got to have a different standard. It's what is she doing right? Not, oh, well, she ain't doing nothing wrong. It's a different mindset.
Yeah.
See, and that's the mindset they program in society with. Oh, well, she ain't doing nothing wrong, but you're not seeing what she doing right. What she doing to help, though?
I seen a video today, and I thought it was funny. Because this guy was like, all these girls talking about tricks, tricks, tricks. Everybody talking about tricks, right?
Yeah.
But then these girls claiming that they not hoes, they not understanding
Oh,
what
yeah, I
tricks
saw that.
actually are.
I seen that where he was like, how you calling these dudes tricks, but you don't think you're a
You a
whore?
hoe.
Yeah. What about it?
I'm saying, like, all these women, all they do is talk about tricks now, but they can't even catch a trick.
Because they have no game. Women have no game, and it's disgusting. They have no game. They be doing the most for the least. They have no type. They have no conception of what game is, you know. But what about it though?
I'm saying, do you think, how does a woman get some game? How does she catch a trick? How does a woman
I ain't gonna give it to them for free. You know, in the game, guess what? You know how a woman learns some game? She finds a gentleman of leisure, and she gives him a deposit for his game, and she gets in his household and she learns some game. That's how a woman gets some game. You know, or you know, bitch could find a bitch out there who already did that and get some game from her. But she damn near gonna lead you astray because she gonna feel like you competition. So you not even knowing if you getting it right. The bitch gonna give it to you backwards, like a lot of women do to a lot of women. Or, you know, a woman could come to me, get my book a call, you know, and I'll give her some game.
I'm finna buy your book. I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Goldie, thanks for the Vita Bella hookup. Did my blood work 2 days ago. Hey, man, that's gonna change your life. That shit is going to change your life. Everybody else on here, vitabella.com, use code Goldie for the performance package. It'll change your life. Get your blood work. See where you're deficient. Every 100 millionaire, 10 plus millionaire that I know gets their blood work done, and they get the vitamins and the nutrients to optimize their energy, their vitality, and their clarity, which is necessary to be successful. Standards are so high, most wouldn't qualify. On the way to a date right now. This is perfect timing. Yeah. Put that romance on her. Put that romance on her, but more importantly, put them qualifications on her. Let her know what it is up front and see if she can get with it. Yeah, they not hoes because they not on instructions. I mean, technically, you're right, you know, but I mean, women just don't have no game. They don't have no game because women live in a delusion. You don't know what a man actually wants. It's women out here with stanky pussy. It's women out here with terrible pussy. It's women out here with dry pussy. It's women out here who are ugly. It's women out here who do their makeup wrong. It's women out here who stink. It's women out here who don't give good head. And guess what? For all of these things that I just said, we're going to get to that. For all of these things I just said, all of these women are oblivious to it. Why? Because men don't tell women the truth. So if you live in a world where you're being coddled from the truth, how could you ever learn real game? You can't, because you don't know what men like, because they're going to tell you they like it because they want to fuck you. So women, it's very hard for a woman to learn real game unless she get it from a man, because who's going to give it to her? Exactly.
Your
women,
friends ain't going to tell you.
Women don't even like other women because they ain't in competition with you, you know? So it's very hard for a woman to just develop game without no guidance from a man. And a lot of men, it's just, you know, it is what it is. But that's good. That's a good thing. It's a good thing.
I learned a lot of game.
Yeah.
From a man.
Yeah.
The men in my life growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I be.
Because they're more like black and white, you know? They don't try to dress it up. Women try to decorate and make things look cute and don't tell you what's, you know? But men gonna tell you how it is.
That's why you can't trust a woman.
And men put things in categories. My dad always told me that. Men put different type of women in categories, different type of men in categories. And that's what it is. It's simple.
Somebody said, what is the digital product guide under your IG, bro? I'm trying to look for it, but I don't know what it's called. Just go to GoldieRatio.com. Would you say social media has messed up this generation? I mean, it is what it is. Like, we here. It's benefits to everything. Hey, man, you could use a microwave to cook some food, or you could use a microwave to cook a man. Man, it's depending on how you use the tool. And if you understand the detriment on using it in a certain way, you could avoid using it in a certain way for your detriment and only use it for your positive. It's just how you looking at things. Just freaky bum panhandler. Yeah, these women super freaky, man. These bras, man, I'll tell you, they more freaky than the men. But they only freaky for the men that they like, so these women must like me. Finished. I'm not even gonna tell them what you saying because we keeping it secret. Finish, bleep, bleep, bleep. Can you explain your biggest epiphany from that audio? Man, you know, from that audio, it really just came to a realization how I was already moving in a lot of ways that just didn't understand why it was working. And that audio explained to me why the things that I was doing, why the shit was working when I didn't think it should have worked. You know, it was inexplicable to me, but listening to that audio let me see, okay, this is why these things in my life was working. And you know, one of my favorite lines in that book was, when your attitude is right, the facts don't count. I done made shit work that shouldn't have worked because my attitude was right, my frequency was right. That's why it's so important to get the right woman around you, because that woman who always negative, that woman who always is down, that woman whose energy is always, you know, low, she's fucking with your vibration, and your frequency is what you frequently see. The world is not a window, it's a mirror. You see what you are. So if your frequency and your energy is always low because this broad always nagging at you, always got a problem, man, your life is going to become that. You know, that's why sometimes when you get rid of that broad, your life immediately go up because she was blocking your frequency with all that negative emotion. But if you get a woman with the right emotion, a positive, enthusiastic woman, then that same energy can help you on a positive. Goldie, how do you encourage men to start the best version of a woman? Every woman has certain qualities, characteristics, virtues. When activated, allow men to get the best version of her. Man, that's a deep question. I mean, I would say, you know, you don't find ducks and teach them to fly. You find eagles and teach them to fly in formation. You got to find a woman that's already an eagle. You got to find a woman who's already somewhat on the right path. Otherwise, it's very hard to change somebody's characteristics. Most people's character has been locked in since they was, you know what they say, your subconscious formed by the age of 8, and you're running off that same program for the rest of your life. And most of us are trying to undo those negative subconscious programmings the rest of our life. You might as well just try to wait and find those special women who already have their shit together and their mindset on the right path. Because you're seldom will you change a woman. She'll act like she's changed, but she's always going to revert to her subconscious program. So it's better to just find a woman who's already kind of on the same page as you. I've wasted a lot of time trying to change women that would never change. What you think about that? Most people are who they are, and it's very hard to change somebody.
Yeah.
They said, so what mistakes have you made in the past choosing the wrong men?
What mistakes? I don't know what mistakes. I guess just ignoring the red flags sometimes. Cause I love hard. I love people for how they are. So sometimes I'm like, yeah. I mean, that's just who that person is. I've done that a lot with friendships and romantic relationships. I think I'm a little too accepting sometimes of things that was actually.
We will ask the question again, right? Because you're going in circles with it. What mistakes have you made in the past choosing the wrong man?
I said that already.
What?
Ignoring the red flags.
Okay, ignoring the red flags.
Okay.
Like what?
Like, okay, if a man is never on time, or if a man is lying and just love bombing me so fast. I've had guys do that too.
Look at that. Love bombing is a red flag to these women. See?
What do you mean? That's it. Well, I mean, it was a red flag in my past relationship that I didn't know, because he was doing so much in the beginning, buying me bags and clothes and jewelry and stuff, and then it wasn't at the time, but then I realized, like,
you hear that, man? Don't do a lot for a woman that you just meet, because she ain't gonna respect it anyway.
What do you mean? No, I did. I thought he was like showing me that he liked me, but then I realized he didn't really like me like that. He was just trying to keep me around, and then when a couple months later, he just stopped doing everything. And then I was like, what happened? You was doing all this stuff. So to me, that's a red flag. Why were you trying to do all this stuff and you couldn't even continue? But, you know, that's how he got me, y'all. And keep this in mind, I let this man move in with me. I was feeding him, cooking for him, loving on him every day. I was giving him some time to figure out his stuff, but those are the mistakes I think I made. I mean, maybe it wasn't a mistake. Maybe it's just something that I had to learn. But yeah, I've only been in one real relationship. Well, yeah, two. So I don't know. It's not too many mistakes that I think I made, to be completely honest.
That's why you don't listen to women about nothing. They'll steer you down the wrong path. She gonna tell you, don't love bomb somebody because that's a red
That's
flag.
not what I said.
That's pretty much what you said. That's a red
But that's
flag
my
to you.
opinion with my experience with my past relationship.
So you said he was doing all this for you. See, we about to break this down. What really happened? So he was doing all this for you, buying you bags, doing this, doing that, and then all of a sudden he stopped.
Yeah.
Maybe he got to know you and didn't like you. How about that?
But why was he still with me every second of my life? We were living together,
Because he's locked into the situation.
I guess.
I'm just saying, if he was doing all this and that and then stopped,
Maybe he stopped liking me.
and he got to know you and he was like,
I'm okay, and that's fine.
yeah,
That's fine. Nobody gotta like me.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, maybe you didn't think about that.
I did think
A
about it.
lot of dudes and women stay with people they don't like no more just because it's like, well, we here now. Shit, we done got a lease together.
Well, that's not what happened, but I had my own place. And he came.
Somebody said, what's the cleanest way to expose fake interest? Ask her to pay for something. It's really that simple. She's either gonna do it or she's not. And if she's averse into doing it, she don't really like you like that. She's just there for what she can get. If a woman has daddy issues, is that a red flag? Depends what type of daddy issues. That's an overused word. That's an overused word. If a woman has daddy issues, she's actually more willing to let you fulfill that role, which means she'll cling to you more because she does have those issues. And in this day and age, more and more women are going to have daddy issues because more and more single mothers are out here raising children. So more and more of these women are going to be fiending for that masculine energy they've never had in their life. It's not necessarily a bad thing. The hard thing isn't learning new information. It's unlearning the conditioning holding us back that takes real work. That's most people's entire life. Most people have been messed up and don't even know they messed up. And most of your life is trying to unlearn all the shit that you was taught, to deprogram and de-traumatize your life from all the trauma that you got in your life. What's the saying? It's easier to create. What's the saying? It's like it's easier to raise strong men than it is to repair broken men. Something like that.
Is it?
Something like that. It's like it's easier to something new men than it is to repair broken men. It's like a saying, like, don't worry about these older people. Just start with the kids and don't mess them up, and then it's better like that.
Yeah.
Same thing what I say. You don't find ducks and teach them to fly. You find eagles and teach them to fly in formation, man. Stop trying to fix that broken woman. Just go ahead and get a woman that's not broken. So he tricked off and that's he said, so he tricked off, went broke, and left you. That happens too.
He didn't leave me, though.
You left him?
I left him. He was fighting to stay. He wanted to stay.
So you was only in love with him because of what he was buying you. She's gonna say no, but you can't. Of course, she's not gonna say yes. It's not even a good question because she wouldn't keep it real if she was. Huh.
You knowing me, you think that I'd fall in love with what people do for me?
I wouldn't say you fell in love, but I'd say that you would stick around.
No.
Well,
I stuck around.
Because what?
I stuck around when it went dry. I let him stay with me.
Yeah.
And I was paying the bills, so I don't know what you talking about. I fell in love with.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. We didn't know that.
And I left because he was playing, and it was like I thought we were a team.
Somebody said, ask So name 3 countries.
You know what? I'm not about to do this with y'all, though.
Name 3 countries.
I'm not doing that.
You don't know 3 countries? You're just gonna expose that you don't know 3 countries if you don't tell me.
Don't ask me stuff.
So
like
you don't
that.
know 3 countries?
Nope, I don't. I don't know 3 countries. Sorry. Next question.
You'll probably say Colombia.
No, because why they doing that? I don't like when people do that. Don't try to make me look stupid.
Can't nobody make you look stupid. You
I'm
can only
not
make
gonna
yourself
name
look
nothing.
stupid.
Bye.
I mean, I would have named like 10 countries. It's very simple.
No.
All right, ask me a question.
What's your favorite thing about yourself?
Come on, ask me better questions than that.
See, that's why I don't want to ask you no questions.
Ask me different questions. You know what though? One of the best traits about myself that somebody pointed out to me a long time ago is that I move on very easily from everything. Whether it's a woman, whether it's a bad situation, whether I get indicted, whether somebody steal from me, whether the worst thing happened, I can literally see that it happened and be like, all right, let me just figure out what to do next. It's a gift of mine. I don't dwell on stuff. Whatever happens, it is what it is, and I just be thinking about what I'm gonna do next.
You think that's a trauma thing, or you just are at peace with life and it's just what it is?
I just feel like there's no point in trying to get upset about something that happened. I just gotta move forward, because any time that I spend just like dwelling on it, it's time I could have been using moving forward.
Okay.
Give me another question. You should have some questions though. Like, you should have some questions. You got this wealth of knowledge and game sitting in front of you, and you ain't got no questions. Winners have good questions. You ever heard that saying? Winners have good questions. All right, so what's a good question?
I don't know. I can't think of nothing on the top of my head.
That's why I fired her the first time.
Let's see. What's a good question?
Okay, see, that's what I be talking about right there. All right, I got a question for you.
Okay.
What would you tell these dudes, right? They're going on a first date with a woman. Where should they take her?
I mean, it depends on where you are.
Okay.
A nice restaurant.
So you think right now, a nice restaurant.
Yeah.
Don't try to take her for coffee first?
I mean, yeah, you could take her for coffee too.
Yeah. What would you say? Dinner or coffee?
It depends on what you want to do.
What would you like?
Okay. Let me tell you. I feel like I would be okay with doing coffee for the first date, because first of all, I love coffee. Yeah. And I think you don't really know that person like that. So, like, you could start small first.
That's what I think. I think you take a woman to some coffee first, because let's see if the 10, 15-minute vibe is even
good
right.
Enough, and then you do the nice dinner, and y'all have a better vibe. Y'all can get some drinks, then it's more calm.
Do you think a lot of women would be like, nah, I don't want to go for coffee, that ain't big enough?
Yeah, because women are, girls always want to impress their friends. Like, oh, he taking me here. Yeah. And then girls be like, oh, I could never do that. It's like.
Yeah, that's what women say.
Yeah, it's like, who cares?
But for most women, though, they gonna want the dinner.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And if a man that you like said, or even your friends, if a man they really, really like was like, let's go to coffee, they'll go to coffee, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Exactly. So it don't matter where you take a woman. If she like you, she dealing with you regardless.
I've never had a man ask me to go for coffee. I would actually like that. Actually, no, I had one person do that, and I liked it.
Yeah.
I did. I thought it was nice.
Hey, and let me teach y'all some etiquette right here. You see how on camera, live, in the microphone, she said she had to pee? That is poor etiquette, right? See, I used to send my women to etiquette school. You know what they say? You never announce you're going to the bathroom, because nobody wants to picture that. All you say is, excuse me. That's all you say is, excuse me. Got a lot of work to do. Somebody asked you, have you ever dated a bum before, and why?
Yeah, when I was like in high school.
Hold on. She said, bruh said I need super chats like his life depends on it. No, I need super chats like the game is valuable and I can't give it for free. See, he gonna make me jump off. Somebody kick him out the chat. I'm gonna jump off right now. Y'all can't send me no super chats. All right, but go tell him about the bum that she was dealing with.
I mean, I dated a bum in high school, but we were all bums in high school. I didn't have no money in high school. Like
all right,
that.
so was he really a bum then?
Exactly. I mean, maybe no. But after high school, no, I've never dated a bum. Never.
A lot of work to do. This nigga's good, bro. She's low class.
I'm gonna show y'all low class, because I will talk a lot of shit on here.
I mean, listen.
I'm just keeping it cute. But.
See, because what you should have done when I politely tried to correct your etiquette, right? You should have said, you know what? Noted. I'm going to do that next time because you're right. But instead, you didn't do that.
Instead, you could have told me that off of the camera, but
Well, you
did
said
it
you had to
on
pee.
live.
You said you had to pee on camera.
Okay, but you corrected me on live,
Well,
so I'm gonna talk
so we
my
not
shit
supposed.
on
So
live.
we not supposed to be real on here.
We can be real, but don't
So
try to embarrass me in front of all these people.
do you feel embarrassed that I said that? I didn't try to embarrass you. What I was telling you is that in etiquette class, I learned that you don't say you have to pee. You say, excuse me.
I heard you the first time.
Yeah. So don't you think that's a better way to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. You want to know some other things I learned in etiquette? Matter of fact, go get my etiquette guide. Everything that I learned, that we learned in these weekend-long New York trips for etiquette, I put all it. Man, and them classes was expensive. And I put all of that information in the etiquette program on my site. I think it's like $30. Teach your women that. Teach her her cutlery. Teach her, does she know how to eat peas with a fork? It's a very specific way to do it. I bet she doesn't know. And when you give her that game, she can go into certain places and feel respected. Because what you guys don't understand is people on higher levels with etiquette, that you can dress the part, you can talk the part, but then you give yourself away with how you move. And it immediately lets them know and detects you of not being one of them. So if you want to get into certain circles and certain places and be accepted as one of them, you have to know what you're doing because you're giving yourself away and you don't even know it. That's what a lot of women don't even know. They could come, they could dress right, they could talk right, they could have the look, but they're moving in ways that they don't know that's giving themselves away to these men that let them know, like, you're not from here. This is not your normal environment. So teach your woman that, teach yourself that. You ain't got to do it all the time, but when you go to certain places, know how to move. It's very valuable because in life, to get ahead, you got to get in certain circles. And to get in certain circles, you have to be one of them, or at least be perceived as one of them. Do you think you'll do a lab with Larry June? Shout out Larry June, man. You know, I've been slapping Larry June since I was a youngin', you know, and he's, you know, hollered at me a few times. Shout out Larry June. How to beat addiction, man. I can't, I ain't even gonna sit up here and tell you I know how to do that. You know, get in a program, get somebody to hold you accountable, go to a motherfucking treatment center that's gonna lock you in a room and force you to do it. I mean, I smoke weed. I had an addiction to smoking weed, and it was fucking my life up, you know. And I stopped smoking weed, but like I've never had no hard addiction, thank God. Because when you see people who got hard addictions, like that shit is the devil. Goldie, are you open to coaching, mentoring someone who doesn't have the capital to invest in you but can provide value in different areas? No, I am not. No, I'm not. You know, get your money up, man. If you really wanted the mentorship, you'd figure it out. Because guess what? If I do something for you for free, you're not going to respect it. People pay to pay attention. I've mentored a lot of people for free. They don't respect it. The people that I mentor for free, changing their lives. Every week you get on my game calls, it's people that's lives are changing because they do everything I done told them to do. Why? Because they had to pay for it. So if you don't figure out a way to get the money to pay for it, you're not going to take my information and do nothing with it. It's just going to be like the super valuable information on YouTube, but it's free, so nobody implements it. They said, replace her. She's not coachable. You think you're coachable?
I don't know. Am I?
Huh?
Am I?
You're moldable.
What's the difference?
I did replace her. I kicked her off the pod, but people like her.
You replaced me with who?
I didn't replace you. I mean, I just kicked you off. I could replace you,
He
but
didn't kick me off either. Don't listen to that.
but you know,
He never
I'm not
kicked
gonna
me
lie though.
off.
People like you.
People like me.
People like you. Like anytime I post some of you, like it always goes viral. So, and I think it's because they either like you or they hate you. So it's like you got a mixed view. They either love you or they hate you, which is good. Because you know, I'd have had girls on here that they loved and then didn't do no views because it's like it's too like perfect.
Why do you think they hate me and they love me?
Because you're not you have a interesting personality, you know,
Yeah.
which is good for content.
Oh yeah, it's good for content.
Yeah, it's good for content. What's her opinions on dudes working 9 to 5s and why wouldn't or would she date one? Dudes who work a 9 to 5. Be real too. Be real. Be real. Nah, be real. Be
I'm gonna be
real.
real. I feel like there's nothing wrong with a man that works a 9 to 5. I have never dated a man that works a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And the reason why I have never dated a man that works a 9 to 5 is because I haven't worked a 9 to 5 since I was like 16, 17. So I've always been an entrepreneur, and I've always did something to make me money that wasn't a 9 to 5. So there's nothing wrong with it. It's just it's not my cup of tea. I like a man that understands the hustle.
Somebody said she's very insecure about herself. That's why she's so argumentative and talks back.
I'm not insecure with myself.
I think so, because not in general, but I feel like if somebody were to say, hey, this is what I learned in etiquette, and instead of saying that, you should say this. I feel like the average woman who's not insecure, didn't feel a way about that, would have took it like, you know what, that makes sense and that's good information for the next time. But instead, you got combative about it.
I don't care about somebody correcting me. I care about when somebody corrects me.
But hold on. What he said was, it made you insecure. So you care about what it looked like, not about what it was. If I corrected you, somebody can
correct me in private. You don't gotta correct me in private.
But you said it on a podcast. So I should correct you on the podcast.
No.
Why?
Because I don't want to be corrected on the podcast.
See, that's what insecurities. Listen, not teachable. Not teachable. Stay away from women who are not teachable.
Yeah, stay away from women like me.
Stay away from women who are not teachable.
Like me. That's insecure and not teachable. Stay away.
And you see what she's doing right now? This is what women do. Stay away from women who are not teachable and who's insecure. You see what she's doing right there? You see what
am I doing?
Completely unnecessary, right?
Why is it unnecessary?
Now she's blowing it up now like she's the victim on the situation.
I'm not the victim.
No.
I've never been no victim in life, period. I'm saying stay away from women like me.
Why these squares hate So-So so much? I want to see these guys' household. You know why these guys don't like So-So? I feel like in the square they are, the more they don't like her. Because they know they probably tried to talk to a woman like her and it didn't go the way they wanted it to go. But if you know how to wrestle a woman like this and tame her, all of that energy she got, if you could just tame it to where you want it to go, she'll be a stallion for you. You know, but you got to be experienced to do it. Anybody else is gonna ruin your life. But if you're experienced and you willing, she could be a superstar. We'll see. Time will tell. Maybe she will. Maybe she won't.
You know what? That's crazy that you say that. Because that's what I tell my friends.
Yeah.
Just trying to put a leash on a wild dog.
Hold on. Captain Derek Riviera, appreciate it. I have a stable job, but live with my OG out here in Miami. Don't have a car. Should I go monk mode until I get situated before learning the game? When you say before learning the game, what do you mean? What game are you talking about? Life game, business game, relationship game? I'll look at your question again. You ain't got to send another super chat. I just want to answer your question accurately. It's not free in this exchange, like they providing real value to you with their work. We check it in real time. See, like I said, somebody said, Goldie like all that lip and attitude. That shit not enticing to me.
That's what you say.
Yeah, it's all it's very entertaining for the podcast. I do. I understand. I understand the game.
Oh, so that's what this is?
What?
Finish what you were saying.
I understand. I'm starting to understand the social media thing more, right? Because y'all remember I had Sin on here, right? And y'all said, why is she not saying nothing? She don't say nothing until she just agreed with everything you said. Y'all didn't like it. Did y'all like it? Y'all didn't like it. So this is a very entertaining person. That's why she's my co-host. I hired her back.
You hired me back.
I hired you
You
back.
ain't never fired me.
I did.
I left the position myself.
Yeah. Somebody said the headache is rarely worth the work. I'll tell you what. In most cases, you're absolutely right. But, you know, I'm not going to sit up here. There is some value in her that I see. There is some. But I'll tell you what, too. I always been like this in the game, right? It would be a woman that everybody overlooked that I'd be like, y'all don't see the obvious things here and there. Then I would get that same woman, turn her into a superstar, and everybody wanted her. Because you got to have game to see value when everybody else don't see value. You got to have game to do that.
What is going on here? Why the hell are y'all using me as an example?
You got to have game to see what everybody else don't see. You know?
Who don't see? Who are you talking about?
I don't know what his name is. But I get it from the outside looking in. It's definitely not enticing. But you know, you don't see behind the scenes. You don't see behind the scenes. You only see what we show you. Like the Wizard of Oz. This is camera, lights, camera, action. You know. So
you say all that. Be so for real.
What?
Not you, him.
What about him?
People got a lot to say. Oh, it's not in. You know what? Please, because let me see the type of women you deal with, and then let me see.
Listen, I know where you coming from, but you can't do that on here, so we can't see. So it's like it's kind of like you can't see. So it's like you gotta just.
He can't see me, and I can't see him.
So you just gotta, you know. Like I say, I truly sometimes wish I never jumped off the porch when I see how easy the square world is. Yeah, man, you know, the square world is very easy. But if you ain't jumped off the porch, it wouldn't be easy to you because you'd be in the square world. It's only easy when you're not a square, when you're in the square world and you see everybody in a box. And then you see it's like X-ray vision. It's like everything moving in slow motion. We ain't going back and forth about nothing, Goldie. Respect the game, but it could go either way. When is it the right time to invite a woman over to your place? Man, ain't no rules. I don't put no rules on myself. It's guidelines and frameworks. I do it whenever the time is right, and every woman in every situation is different. I do what I want to do. You know? What is the intention? Shit, if you had a motherfucking private island in a super mansion or something like that, man, you might want to bring her over the first night just so she see how you living so she can get in check because she recognizes who she dealing with. Sir Wood folks said she mad at me now. What stage in the game is worth teaching her from scratch? If you ain't got nothing going on, ain't got nothing but time on your hands, then yeah, you could take the time to teach a woman from scratch. You know, but if you got big things going on, man, shit, I ain't got time to teach a woman from scratch. It's just not worth it. I got too much going on. It's like this. Would a CEO of a company hire a manager that ain't got no experience? Why would they do that? You know, but if you was working on a corner and had like a lemonade stand, would you hire somebody who ain't got no experience? Yeah, because the stakes ain't as high, you know, and you on the bottom level. When you're on the bottom level, you're going to accept a lot more than if you're on a higher level. Just recognize what level you at. Yeah, you got to have vision, Willie. Y'all don't know what that's from. That's from the Mac. It's a movie. You got to have vision. Y'all don't have no vision, you know. I had a woman, right? You know, she gonna see this too. Grade A punk. Grade A punk. And I let her go. But I held on to her for a long time. And she ended up coming up with like $250,000, right? But she was a punk, but she had certain characteristics that was valuable, you know? And if I'd have been like most of y'all, looking at things on the surface with no vision, you'd have been like, nah, because of this, nah, because of that, nah, because of that. Not realizing the gem of a character she had in this one area that I knew was the potential to possibly one day do something. Goldie, what I was mentioning earlier wouldn't be free game. Remember, it would be an exchange, something that is resourceful, something that prints money. If it's something that you feel like is an equal exchange, then I will hear it out. Agreed, you must have that eye and that vision. Crown her, never down her. Indeed, crown her, never down her, you know, because if you get on here and you get to putting a woman down, no, a woman has to feel good, you know. She has to feel inspired. You have to see in a woman what she don't even see in herself, and therefore she'll see it for herself. But if you always telling a woman what she doing wrong and this, that, and the third, she ain't never gonna see it. You have to see what she's not yet so she can believe she could become it. Hey man, you know what? You know what my uncle told me? I used to fire women quick left and right. And he looked at me one day and he said, listen, Goldie. And this is some game that dude from Seattle, John, his dad gave him. So this was some game that he got from John, he got it from his dad, right? He said, if a woman is 70% right, that's a good bitch. Hey man, if she was any more than that, she'd be a man and she wouldn't need you anyway. And then I started thinking, I mean, damn, this bitch is like 90% right. And I'm tripping on this. If a woman is 70% right, that's a good bitch. You expecting for a woman to be a man by expecting her to be you. You can't do that. Now, here's the caveat though. We was getting paid from women. If I ain't getting paid from women, she got to be about 90%, right? 85 at least. You get what I'm saying? That ain't saying you accepting bullshit. That ain't saying you accepting disrespect. Just remember, you dealing with a woman. Hey man, when you talking about that woman, remember it's a woman. And you expecting her to be just like you. You dreaming. You dreaming. It ain't never gonna happen. You're setting yourself up for disappointment. Now, you might find a unicorn woman out here who act like that, but the majority of women, they're gonna be a woman. So there's certain things that you have to have some leeway on. It's some good game. Might save your relationship, man, because that bitch is 90% right and you tripping off that 10%. As long as that 10% ain't no disrespect, you know, it's just a woman. And if she was just like you, she wouldn't need you because you wouldn't be valuable. Some good gamey, wasn't it?
Great.
So I'm saying, I was getting this game as a youngin'. Y'all wasn't getting game like this. You ain't never heard nothing like that. AD, yeah, that's my guy. I went in, I did his show. If a woman asks for money, that means she don't like you, right? Not necessarily. It's possible though. Probably. It's probably the case. Or she thinks she's slick. She thinks she's smart. She done read something in a book. She done heard something from her friends or heard something on Instagram and gonna fuck herself by asking the wrong man that's gonna stop dealing with her because of it. Why do all these women get around the same guys? Cause we all in the same circle. So like all the guys you just mentioned, like we in the same circle. So you know, just be like that. Dose Savage, appreciate it. Is it smart to spend your last 10 bands on a new whip? Or what would you suggest? Depends what you're doing. Depends what you're doing. Hey man, my mentor told me he said, hey man, you can't ask that bro for $10,000 if you ain't got a $10,000 car. If your job is predicated on look, which everybody's job is predicated on look, because everybody out here is trying to entice somebody to buy into whatever they selling, man, your look is important. Your look is important. And more important than the look, man, your vibration. Hey man, when I hop out in a car that I like, you know how I feel? When I would hop out in a car that I didn't like, you know how I felt? I didn't feel good. What you see, what your frequency is what you see. So if I don't feel good, I'm not gonna act good. If I don't act good, I'm not gonna produce good results. But if I'm hopping out of a car that I like, I'm gonna feel good. If I feel good, I'm gonna go into that interaction on a better level and get the result that I want. That's why you have to have nice things, adorn yourself with nice clothes, have a nice car, have a nice place, because your vibration is always gonna be high. And if your vibration is high, your frequency is what you frequently see. You get what you are, you attract what you are. So I subscribe to put yourself in the environment and things that make you feel good, because if you feel good, you're going to attract more things that make you feel good. But do what you want to do, though. That's just work for me. What do you think about that?
I think that's good advice.
If I feel good, I know great things are going to come. And if I think great things are going to come, guess what? Great things always come. But if I don't like the car that I'm in, if I don't like the clothes that I'm wearing, you don't understand the subconscious level of how you moving just because you feel like that. When you put on that suit, when you put on the jewelry, when you hop out in that nice car, how are you feeling? You walking with a different pep in your step. Your conversation is different. Your enthusiasm is different. And that's going to get you a different result rather than you jumping out. Now, if you could have stuff that don't look good and you can still somehow make yourself feel great, then that's good. I just know myself and I can't do that. Mm-hmm. So just know yourself is what I say. They said you're very combative and no accountability, then laughs it off.
Oh, wow. True.
She said, bro, reminds me of my ex. Looks just like her, too. Shit's wild.
Oh, thank you guys so much. You guys are reading me down to the ground. I like to argue. I mean, we could go all day. Y'all could say anything.
I wish somebody could call in and talk to you. I feel like that would be very interesting.
That would be great.
That would be very interesting.
I would love that actually.
Levant Theodore. We got a lot of people in here right now. What's going on? I'm a HVAC tech that's 24. I'm with my mom. My name is on the deed of the house, and I help bills when I'm 25. Should I be with my mom? Saving out for apartment? No, you shouldn't be with your mom. I mean, HVAC is always going to be something people need, man, but you should be trying to own an HVAC company. It's a very, to the end of time, people are going to need laborers for HVAC, man. I know somebody who was wrapping up HVAC companies and then reselling them, like bundling them up, buy a whole bunch of individuals, putting them together, and then selling them. You should look into that. But yeah, you should definitely move from your mom's house immediately. Ask me some questions.
Ask you some questions?
Yeah, ask me some questions.
What do you think about fasting?
I mean, I think it's good because people don't understand, like, doing my fitness, I done trained a lot of people. People don't understand how much bullshit we put into our bodies every day. All the preservatives, too many carbs, too much sugar, and then you don't understand it affects our physiology, it affects our mind. So even when you just start eating clean, eat the proper proportions of fats, proteins, carbs, eliminate sugar, and not have a whole bunch of sodas every day, how different your mindset becomes. So fasting is just an extreme version of that. So I know from the mental aspect, just that alone, it'll change your life. But most people are trying to fast to lose weight. You're stupid. It's not going to work because mostly you're just losing water weight. And soon as you start eating again, if you don't change your diet and your habits, you're going to go back to the same weight. So if you're doing it for the spirituality, if you're doing it for the detox, I feel like it's good. If you're doing it to lose weight, I mean, it's not going to work. You're going to gain all that weight back because you haven't developed the disciplines to eat properly.
Do you feel like a man that doesn't have a lot of money can have multiple women?
Yeah. I know plenty of dudes most of the niggas who live a poly lifestyle are broke. They don't have no money, and I don't understand it. I don't understand how you got 4 different incomes and y'all living regular. But most dudes who live like the poly, not pimp lifestyle, but the poly lifestyle, these dudes living regular. They live in a regular house. How you living in a regular house? You should have 4 different incomes.
That doesn't make sense.
I don't get it. I don't get it. But yeah, having multiple women ain't got nothing to do with money unless you paying for everybody's lifestyle. Then I guess the dudes who can only have multiple women because they're paying for multiple women's lifestyle, but that's not the case. People think, oh, the only way you can have multiple women is if you paying for everybody's lifestyle. Yeah, well, I lived in a lifestyle where the women was paying for that one man lifestyle. So you can't say that. But these squares who ain't never knew nothing in their life, they think it ain't got nothing to do with nothing but the money. It's definitely not. Mm. I mean, it's however you do it.
Okay. Where can you find a good woman? Where are the best places to find women that?
The South.
Yeah, we're in the South.
Any of the southern countries except Atlanta.
Why not Atlanta? What's wrong with Atlanta?
Ain't nothing wrong with Atlanta. You go deep enough in Georgia, you might find some. But Atlanta, the culture in Atlanta, everybody's not even from Atlanta. But yeah, you go to like the southern countries, it's just a different type of manners they have. Not even just the women, but the women and the men. It's very they got manners. They got a lot of respect. They still have that. Like it's like you go to the South, you go to like New Orleans. Every woman is just so perfect. Yes, sir. No, hi, how you doing? It's just the manners are just on 10. And if you get a woman like that, it's like you got everything you need. They docile. Mississippi also. Catch you a woman from there. Other than that, where do you go to catch a good woman? Not the club.
You don't think you can find a good woman in the club?
I mean, I could. I could find a good woman anywhere because I attract whatever I want anywhere I go. It's just me. But let me think. Go to a Tony Robbins event. Go to an ayahuasca event. Go to a Joe Dispenza event. Go to events where people are trying to be enlightened, and you'll find a woman with that type of mindset. But it don't really matter where you go. It's about who you are. You can find that woman, but if you're not that, you're not going to catch her anyway. I just so often, you would think, right, the type of man, except for you.
What do you mean
except for you? The majority of women that I catch are very nice, docile,
Except for me.
Don't go to the club.
I'll go to the
Have
club.
such great. You right. You don't go. Have such great manners.
I have
Are
good manners.
they're like they're the complete opposite of me. They don't know nothing about the game. They so super square. That's I attract women like that all the time. I don't know what it is. Like
Why you say except for me?
I mean, I guess you don't go to the club.
What I do?
We got a super chat.
That's
Okay, he said focusing on women, or better put the investment in the game you teach. At the moment, I'm on the bus grinding it out. Nah, man, listen. If I was you, I'd get my millionaire blueprint. I'd get myself right. I wouldn't even be talking to no women if I ain't had no money. I mean, unless you're in the business of getting women to help you, and I wouldn't even encourage that. I will focus on myself. I wouldn't even be worried about no money, man. Hey, listen, whenever I went broke, man, I wasn't fucking with no bitch unless she was giving me something to help me out my situation. I'ma feel disrespected. Bitch, you looking at me struggling all day and you want to help me? Fuck you. So why would you even be wanting to deal with a woman when you struggling if she ain't gonna help you out the struggle? So I will focus on myself. Oh yes, listen, I'm gonna give y'all some game. Get you a gym membership at any place, what they call wellness clubs, that cost at least $150 to $300+ a month. That's where you're gonna find the right woman. Why? Because any woman spending that type of money cares about her health. And most people who care about their health, guess what? They're probably successful in other areas of their life. Because that's normally the last thing people work on. They want to get the money, then they want to work on their health. So if you find a woman in there, they got their mind right. You go overseas to find a good woman? Personally, no. I don't knock anybody that does, right? But how I see it is this. You're going overseas. It's equivalent to catching a woman here if you super, super rich. She's dealing with you because of the money you got. Yeah, she's in pocket, but she don't really like you. She like because you're from a different country, and to you, she's rich. Yeah, I mean, to her, you're rich. So it's like, if you want to do that, just recognize what it is, But I ain't gonna catch no poor woman in another country because I
think that's so crazy.
Because I know that she's only with me because of the money.
And now, then you bring her over here, she gonna find somebody else.
If that's what you want, I ain't saying nothing wrong with it because most of you niggas is doing the same thing here. Most of you niggas is doing the same here, and you're just getting taxed extra for it. So you might as well go over there and do it and get it for cheaper. But me personally, I don't do that here. So why would I go over there and do it? Now, if I want to go over there and have some fun, I go over there and have some fun. But I'm not finna wife no woman. I know plenty of dudes in Colombia. They got girlfriends in Colombia. I know a dude married abroad in Colombia. Like, he's married in Colombia and he over here. Like, and they got girlfriends and they do all that. For me, personally, for what? I have no desire to do that. You ain't got to fake it with me, baby. You ain't got to fake it with me. Whatever hobbies you have, you can find them there. The earth is our turf. The earth is our playground. Millionaire Blueprint, premium gym membership. I got what I came for. Much obliged. Do you think it's the perfect time you should move out your parents' house? Nah, it ain't never the perfect time. You want to know why? Because your level up is never at the perfect time. It's never convenient, and it's never within your budget. Anything in your life that's your level up don't come at the perfect time, right? Your level up in your life don't come at the perfect time. That next level is never in your budget. It's always more than you could afford. It's always at the most inconvenient time, and that's why you just got to do it whenever you're supposed to do it. That's where the growth is. Ain't no growth in shit that's easy. But everybody in life has been taught to run from things that's uncomfortable and run from things that's easy. That's why you can't listen to a woman about nothing, because her entire life is based around trying to be comfortable, trying to have things make you feel good. And things in life that make you feel good is always going to lead you to destruction. It is in the uncomfort and the worst situations that greatness lies. When you go to the gym, you got to push a lot of weight. You got to rip your muscles. It's uncomfortable. That's where the growth is. Growth is where everything you want is. Comfort is where you should be scared. If you're comfortable in life, know your life is going down. It's only when you living with anxiety in your stomach. I've lived with anxiety in my stomach the past 15 years. That's because I'm growing. I'm pushing. It's the unknown. If it's known, guess what? You're going to get what you know. If you want something different, it got to be scary. It got to be the unknown. That's why you don't ask women their advice on a lot of things, because they're going to tell you the safe, comfortable advice. I would ask you, do you agree, but I'm sure you don't. How can you tell if a woman is choosing?
It's obvious.
Tell them.
that she's giving you her time, attention. She's calling you, checking on you. She wants to know what you're doing. She is eager to talk to you. That's how you know she like it.
See, and that came from a woman's mouth. And most of you dudes right now would say, damn, the woman I'm dealing with don't do that. It's because she don't like you. And it's that simple.
I just feel like there's women that'll show you that they like you and care, and a lot of men overlook that woman and go chase the woman that is ignoring them and not giving them their time. When you really should be picking the woman that is choosing you.
You saying you listen to my game? You just saying my game right now?
I am.
All right, you know, good. Yeah. Okay, listen. No, that's 100%. But you want to know why? Society and TV, people don't understand how impactful TV programming is. Everything that a man has seen growing up, especially Disney movies. What was that cartoon? It might be too old for you. You might be too young. It was a skunk chasing a cat. Mm-hmm. And the whole show was about him chasing this woman, the whole show. All of these TV shows show a man chasing a woman. So it has been programmed into a man's mind that chasing a woman is what love is. So therefore, they've never seen on TV, even in Steve Urkel, right? Family Matters. Remember the girl that wanted him, always on him? He didn't want her. He wanted Laura, who didn't want him. So we've been shown that what love is me wanting a woman not wanting me. So it's programmed into dudes' mind.
That's what women say too. Oh, he gotta love you more than you love him. I'll be like, wow, that's crazy. But
yeah,
I guess
it's just a program, and I'm just waking dudes
for women
up.
Too. It's the same thing.
Is it?
It's the same.
How?
Because we're programmed to think that we just have a horrible life and we're miserable and sad, and then here come a man that
save you. Yep. Yeah.
That's how all Disney movies are for princesses. So then women, that's how
they I
think.
feel like they have the government has got together with Disney to make these movies like this, because if they make these movies like, you know why? Because women are easily manipulated, easily controllable, right? So a man gonna do whatever a woman wants him to do. They can't control a man because a man has testosterone. But if we can control the women, the thing that a man is weak for, we can control the man. So we're going to control this man to do everything for this woman, make him have nice cars, spend all his money on this, have a white picket fence, get into a mortgage, which is really a death contract, right? We're going to get this woman to want all these stupid things, and we're going to know that the man is going to do whatever they say. Thus, we done conquered the world. Yeah, that's what I feel like. That's what I feel like. I'm a conspiracy theorist.
There's different ways to control people.
But the best way is through a woman.
In different ways, exactly.
The best way is through a woman.
They use men's lust and they use women's love against them.
To me, the quality of women changes with whatever culture they're from, and that's what dating overseas provides me. In a lot of countries, it's not even thought of to have a slick mouth and back talk. What country are you talking about? Because it's a lot of countries like the Dominican Republic and things of that nature, they just know better. Because they're essentially talking to, like, if a woman was out here talking to 100 millionaire, I don't care how slick her mouth is, she ain't gonna talk back. The same way she sees an American over here is the same way, so she ain't gonna talk back. All right, let's say you go to Thailand or something like that, where you say, okay, their culture is a little bit different. At the end of the day, she's not acting like that because she likes you. She's acting like that because of what you are able to provide her. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, recognize that that's what it is. Most people here are doing that. Most people in America, it's a lot of women that I know right now. They married. They don't really like they do, but the lifestyle is comfortable. So they respect him and they talk to him right. So it's the same thing. I ain't saying you can't do it. I ain't even looking down on it. I just said I ain't doing it. Bitch ain't got to lie to me.
I never understood that. When men say that, get a woman from out the country. I'm like, that's weird to me.
No, it ain't weird because essentially,
she don't really like you, like you said.
Most women out here don't really like these dudes, though.
Yeah.
Most of these women out here are only with these dudes for what they provide. So what they saying is, let me at least go over there. At least she gonna talk to me, right? At least, and it's gonna be cheaper.
Yeah, it's gonna be cheaper until she wanna come to America, and then you gotta get all these.
Can a woman actually love a man? I believe so. Yes. That's a crazy question, actually. That's a crazy question.
Of course a woman could.
Man, I've had women, man, I know they love me. They damn near love me more than they love themselves. They would risk it all for me. Multiple women. So I know a woman could love you for real. Somebody said, I'm so glad I'm not in a relationship. I'd rather just be a truck driver and just pound a 304s at this point. That's probably the best bet for most men. Probably, but then you ain't got to go through the rigmarole of do she like me, do she not like me? Even if she do like me, she giving me problems. Is she producing for me or is she just draining me? If you can really just live your life, work on yourself, get your money, and pay and do what you need to do when you need to do it, no strings attached, most men's life would probably be better if they did that. Women are risk averse. They sure are. And with no risk, there is no reward. Somebody Google it. The definition of a mortgage, I want to say, is like a death contract. I could be wrong. Thank you for doing God's work, brother. Hey, out here doing God's work. Here, come ask some questions. We're going to jump off in a second.
What's some game that you can give that you put in your new book? That just something small, nothing too crazy, just so you could tell the people.
But some game I put in my new book?
Yeah, your new book.
It's so much because it's like everything that I've said in the past year.
So there's not one thing that you could tell people that's in your new book?
Somebody say, yes, a mortgage means a death pledge. See, y'all don't understand words have meaning. Do you think it's a coincidence that a mortgage, the definition of mortgage is a death pledge? It's how they get you wrapped up to your whole life to be paying on something that you never really owe. That you never really own. See, I got some game. See, I got some knowledge about myself. A mortgage is a death pledge. Y'all didn't know that, did you? Learn about the world. See, that's why most people don't even know what's going on. You don't even know how the world works, and that's why you playing the game wrong. Let me see. Selfish women in sushi. It's a sushi character test.
Hmm?
It's a sushi character test to see
that?
if you go out to dinner with a woman and you ask for, and you eating sushi, you can test that woman's character when it's the last piece of sushi if she goes for it or asks you if you want it.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
That is
It's the sushi character test. That's some game, ain't it?
When we went out, our first time we went out, we went to eat sushi.
Yeah.
Did I pass the test?
You did. All right, this is one. I said, reality check, she's not valuable. Knock it off. You're not special, little bitch.
Oh, this is in your book?
Yes, and I'll prove it. If you were special, you wouldn't have been single when we met. You would have been so special, so obviously valuable, there would be a line of high caliber men trying to have you and doing anything to keep you. But that's not the fucking case, was it, bitch?
Oh, that's in your book? That's how you talking in your book? Oh,
no.
My God.
And why is that? Because you're not as valuable as you think. It was a bunch of guys who wanted to fuck you, and you confused that to being special. Do you know most men will fuck anything, but men have standards when it comes to making commitments, and you don't meet the bar. And if your excuse is none of the guys that want you, you want it back, further proves that you're not special, because high value, high caliber women have a plethora of high value, high caliber men pursuing them. If Beyonce was single, I'm sure it would be very high caliber men trying to have her. You're just not that.
Wow. Beautiful.
But my book is not just like that. It encompasses so much.
But you chose that. Okay.
I'm gonna do a better one.
Okay.
Let me see. But come with a question while I'm looking.
Question. What makes a woman valuable? What makes a woman special?
Those are two different questions.
Okay. Answer the first one that I asked.
What makes a woman valuable? Well, it depends who you asking too.
I'm asking
Because,
you.
okay, if you asking me, because I do content, right? You know what a valuable woman is? Does she know how to edit? Does she have a good eye to see what looks good? Or even does she have a great eye when it comes to what I'm wearing? Can she critique me? If she walked in here right now, could she be like, oh, that chair's messed up, that needs to be moved, the lighting needs to be better? Can she come on my podcast and get me views? Right? Could she go and could she set up like appointments? Is she good with people? Could she bring people on my podcast? So for me, that would be valuable. And those same characteristics for another man who doesn't do content, that wouldn't be valuable.
That's the only thing that makes a woman valuable?
That's not the only things. What I'm saying is it's different characteristics and skills that a woman has that could be valuable to your life if you're doing certain things. And that's just one of them. But to me, a woman who's valuable is a woman who cares about me. A woman who prays for me without me having to ask her. A woman who puts me first, who's considerate. A woman who will go out her way for me and I don't have to ask. I don't got to tell her like something's going on. She sees something's wrong. She sees something messed up and she'll go out her way without me having to ask her to do it. Somebody who puts me first. That's a good individual. A woman who, no matter how mad she gets, it's certain lines she won't cross. Not because she likes me so much, just because it's not in her nature to do. You know, that's valuable to me. But you got to ask every man what's valuable to them. What's a valuable man in your eyes?
A valuable man, a man that makes me feel safe, makes me feel loved, cares about what I'm doing, cares about the weight that I'm carrying, wants to know about my life, wants to help me with my life, that wants to help guide me, who doesn't care about me getting upset, can correct me without being scared to correct me. A lot of men are scared to tell their woman when they lacking
because they might get upset like you did earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, you see that? You
But
can't be.
But you don't care, right? You gonna still tell me.
I told you, didn't I?
Exactly. So I like stuff like that.
You see that?
Even if I get mad, you still tell me. And who cares if I throw a fit?
See, that's some good game right there.
Yeah. I like people who tell me what it is, even if I don't like it. Because I know I'm not going to always like it. Because I have that personality, that combative. Okay. But I like a man who's just not scared. He don't care if I throw a fit. He's going to say it anyways.
You see? She giving you all the game.
Be like, he was right.
She giving you the game right there. Somebody, Sir Woodfolk, Goldie, come to Kenya. Me and my homie, Austin Holloman, will host you and show you a great time, bro. I might do that. You know, I've been wanting to come to the motherland for a while. I might take you up on that. You're toxic. You tried to snap on me.
When?
What's your sign?
What's my sign?
Yeah.
Y'all believe the sign stuff?
They said she be catching attitudes. Even if they cool, shit like this don't last. Time will tell.
I mean, it's been lasting, so.
Pisces, Cancer, Libra.
I'm a Libra. Can you tell that I'm a Libra?
Would you ever go on No Fugazi podcast? I'm not familiar with that, but I'd go on any podcast that's popping. I've never seen a woman mash herself to the top. I'm the thinker of the household. She's the doer. Tina Turner wouldn't have been Tina if it wasn't for the drill sergeant as Ike Turner. You know who those are?
Tina Turner? I know Tina Turner.
That's crazy. So this is not a good one for you. Hold on. Let me go to a different one. I got this. See, this is a nice one right here. I got this wrong most of my life. Don't get this wrong. Stop seeking advice from the wrong people. You know your situation best. Weigh the pros and the cons yourself. Trust your own judgment. It's a good one, right?
That's a good one. All of it was good. Make sure y'all go get his book, $49.99.
Yes, go get my book. Go get
the Goldie ratio.
Okay, I got one right here. Tell your kids. Treat every phone call like the feds are listening because they might be. Treat every conversation you had with somebody about somebody else like it's going to get back to that person because it's likely. And treat every secret you want to tell someone like it's going to be told because it probably will.
Yeah, that's good advice. That's actually very good because I don't think people think about it.
Yeah, they don't.
Just be saying anything and doing anything.
Women the most. I mean, I actually know dudes who do that. They be getting there.
I know a lot of men that do that. That just do anything, say anything, like it's just not gonna come back. Whatever you put out is gonna come back around.
Let's see. Come on, y'all got some more questions? Nah, this book is out. I just dropped it yesterday. Mm-hmm. Do you recommend a skincare routine? I would give y'all mine, but y'all gotta pay for that.
They gotta pay for the skincare routine?
They gotta pay for it because it's been keeping my skin looking good forever.
I want to know. Do I gotta pay for it too?
I might give it to you for the low. I'll give you a discount. She rolled her eyes. Goldie, I'm snitching.
I rolled my eyes.
That's what they
When did I
said.
roll
I'm
my
gonna
eyes?
rewind it back.
I probably did roll my. I ain't roll my eyes, y'all.
All right. If we don't got no more questions, it's called Game-God-Goldie, the book of game, the game your father should have taught you. Meditations. If you've ever read the great philosophers' um, books, they call them meditations because every page is not necessarily linear to the last page. It's each page is its own thoughts, wisdom of just that's on its own. So that's what it is. Got 200 plus pages of just game, this individual game. You can read, you can open any page, read that game, and get some game that's on its own. It's not necessarily connected to the page before that. So I call it meditations. And somebody told me most people don't read. They don't know nothing about philosophers. So they're going to think meditations means you meditate. No, that's not what it means. You know, get cultured and read some stuff. You ever read meditations like Marcus Aurelius? Philosophers, great philosophers. Too charming. I don't trust people who seem too perfect or too smooth, always saying the right thing. Like, what you hiding? When somebody's trying too hard, it's a red flag. That's why a lot of serial killers are the most charming men and likable because they're projecting something fake. If you're doing the most, you probably got skeletons in your closet or maybe literal bodies. That's just how I judge people. It's those who aren't perfect who show their flaws that I trust more. Every smooth player that I know is not who they claim to be. They lie to their hoes. They have squares and girlfriends. They aren't righteous players. That's why they need to seem so smooth and perfect. Maybe not all the time, but when we see someone whose personality who's too curated, it's to compensate or hide something. That's why I never try to be too perfect, because fuck y'all is how I feel. I'm not doing all that for you or the bitch. Ain't nobody that important to impress, spending all that energy.
Make your life easier and just be, just don't try to be too perfect. I don't like that either. If I feel like you trying too hard to be perfect, I won't trust you. I won't trust a man that try to seem like he just so, I don't talk to girls like that. I don't do this. Oh, man, I'm like, shut the fuck up. Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Almost everybody that I know who be acting so perfect is the complete opposite.
Exactly.
I'm like the most not perfect person, and I feel like I am actually perfect compared to the people that I know. What's really your long-term goal with your brand? Well, I own Game God in every category, right? We in talks right now with a game in place that they might license the Game God. Then I'm gonna just retire and get off the internet. That's what I'm gonna do. But no, I don't got no goal. Listen, I sell products every day by pushing out content. So I push out content to funnel people to my products, which they buy, which pay me. Hey man, I'm in it for the money, man. Like even when I was in the game, like niggas be like, I love the game. I always did it for the money. And soon as I found a better way to make money, I did something different. Right? But it's nice though. It's cool. I like helping people. I like giving the game. I'm doing God's work. But at the end of the day, man, I'm doing this for the money. I'm doing the content for the money. You know what I'm saying? Change my son's life, help my mom, help my family, be able to do nice things. That's what I do it for the freedom. I used to call money back in the day with my bras, freedom papers. That's how serious I take it, because money is freedom. It ain't just money, it's freedom. I'm trying to get my freedom papers so I could be free. That's what I care about. Would you set the internet on fire on No Fugazi? I'm not too familiar with the podcast, but it sounds familiar. But yeah, I would. Put me on. Just purchase the book. Appreciate it. Go get my Geek Chose with Your Mouth Closed guide. Get my Game God Mentality program. And you got to get the Millionaire Blueprint. That shit will change your life. How long it took you before you made your first dollar online? My first dollar online? It was fairly quickly. It wasn't a lot of money, but it was a little money. Making money online is so easy. So I tell everybody I know in the streets, man, get online. My brother just got out of prison. Every day, I just made $700 a day. I made $350 today. Like, just got out of prison. Just getting online, aligning himself on my page, selling digital products. It's really that easy. What's up, Goldie? I have a woman that I waited 3 months to sleep with until she deserved it. We fell off eventually because I'm not the type of boyfriend. She reached out again for sex, but I don't know if I should. Thoughts? I mean, obviously she ain't doing nothing for you. If she didn't deserve it to give it to her, then she still don't deserve it now. Is semen retention real? Semen retention to me is like a dopamine detox. Most people are messed up in life and can't focus because our dopamine receptors are fried. Everything that we do fires off dopamine. Watching TV, eating sugary foods, watching porn, watching movies, all of this stuff makes our dopamine receptors go off. So which means we need more and more and more. It's like you eat something super spicy, guess what? You need more spices to even get the same feeling. So when you do a semen retention, you're really just resetting your dopamine, which means you need less and less dopamine to get the same effect, which means that's why you can't sit down and focus on something for 10 minutes. That's why you can't do no work, because you need so much stimulation because you overstimulated. So if you do a dopamine detox, which is semen retention, you're going to reset your dopamine receptors, which is good. But you don't necessarily got to do it just through that. You should do it in all areas. Look that up. There you go. We got to have you on Fresh and Fit. Tell them bring me on. Tell her she got to watch Coming to America tonight, Goldie. Have you ever seen Coming to America? That's shameful. Shameful. I don't even know what your name says. Appreciate the super chat. I can provide you high-level VAs for so cheap it's crazy, and they can do anything on the internet. Can we tap in so I can show you the value? Hey, brother, I'm already up on that game. And anybody out there, if you need VAs, I can get you them for cheap. I got the game already. Give me 2 minutes to call and impress you and show you value. If you don't see it, then just hang up. All right, we out of here. Y'all should appreciate the game, jumping on. And that's another episode of Don't Hate the Player.
Learn the game.
Oh, look at you, right on cue. All right, we out.